Hi there, my name is Mary. Thank you for joining me for Tai Chi for Beginners. Today we're going to do lesson 1 of a routine called Simplified Form 24. This is Yang style Tai Chi, the most popular style practiced in the West. So when you see people out in the park doing Tai Chi, this is usually the routine or the form that they're doing. Simplified Form 24 comes from a longer form of 108 moves. We'll just do 24 for now. So today's lesson will comprise of 3 moves. Opening the door, part wild horse's mane, and white crane spreads its wings. So there'll also be a little transitional move in there called hold the ball, or hold the moon. So we'll talk about that as well. So I'm going to demonstrate the 3 moves for today, and then I'll go over them again with a little bit of detail as to what we're doing. All right? Okay, so here we go. We're going to start. First move is opening the door. Then we hold the ball and part wild horse's mane. Hold the ball. Another part wild horse's mane. Another hold the ball. And a third and final part wild horse's mane. And then white crane spreads its wings. All right, from the beginning. So when we start, it's a pretty simple move where we just shift the weight into our right leg so that we can step out with the left. Just drop your foot, toe, heel, and balance the weight between both legs. Then you're just going to float those arms up slowly to shoulder height with those relaxed wrists. Tai Chi is all about relaxation, allowing our circulation, our oxygen flow for healing and relaxation. So when they come up to about shoulder height, you're going to bend your knees and bend your elbows. So they're a pair. We have hands and feet, we have shoulders and hips, and we have elbows and knees that we call, pairs in Tai Chi. So I'm going to bend my knees and elbows at the same time. I'm going to think about the elbows pulling me down. I'm just going to raise my hands a wee bit as I float down as low as I can go. So you're just settling that weight comfortably. Let your arms just float down and try to stay low. Try to stay wherever you're at. Try not to be bouncing up and down too much as you shift the weight into the right leg and you bring the right hand on top for hold the moon or hold the ball. So my right leg is weighted, is dominant, and my right arm is dominant on top. My arms are sort of rounded and you're imagining the ball or the moon in front of your torso. Okay? Now, my left leg is empty. There's no weight in it, or it's insubstantial. So that's what I'll step out with next for part wild horse's mane. And we'll do it 3 times. So I step out, drop my heel, lower, drop my toe. I'm going to bend my left knee as I shift the weight into that left leg. And at the same time, you see my left arm coming up. The right hand just passes, doesn't touch, but it passes the wrist of my left arm. And they sort of change positions here. So you've heard of yin yang, the kind of black and white, the symbol of Tai Chi. Everything's has its opposite, embodies its opposite. So we're always shifting weight forward and back. We're moving left and right, up and down. So here we are, forward. Well, what do I do next? I'm going to shift my weight back, right? So I shift my weight back into the right leg just by bending the knee, okay? Now, I lift up those left toes and I'm going to pivot my foot so it's on a diagonal, drop the toes, and I'm going to put my weight back into the left and hold the ball again with my left hand on top. So I just scoop in. My hand and my foot are a pair. So I pull in my right hand and my right foot together to hold the ball. Now I can step out for part wild horse's mane on the right side. Shift my weight back, pivot the foot, get ready to hold the ball again, this time on the right side. And out you go with the left, heel toe, and that is 3. So that was 3 part wild horse's mane. From here, our last move, white crane spreads its wings. You're going to keep your weight forward in that left leg as you take a little half step from behind, okay, with that right leg. So you're just going to draw it in towards you. Now, shift the weight back into that right leg and just keep the toes of the left foot resting on the floor, on the ground. Now what you're going to do is drop that left arm down and bring the right arm up. Now my palms are facing me and my right arm is going to pass on the outside. And you're going to open up those arms. And then at the end, I'm going to rotate that left wrist and it's going to be parallel to the floor, hip height, a couple of inches out. And that right arm, the palm, you can actually do it this way too, but for the short form we do it forward. Palms a little bit above my head, okay? And that is white crane spreads its wings. Let's try it again from the beginning. So starting our feet together, shift the weight into the right leg as you lift up the left, step out comfortably to the side, drop the weight, toe, heel, float your arms up to shoulder height, and then sink down, elbows pull you down, knees bend, and that is opening the door. Hold the ball on the right side, stepping out with the left, part wild horse's mane. Now my eyes are just above my fingertips there. Elbows low, shoulders relaxed. Pivot the foot, shift into the left leg, out with the right, part wild horse's mane again. Last one, shift the weight back. Hold the ball on the right side. And this low hand, again, it's just a couple inches out from the hip, parallel to the floor. Don't strain anything. Don't flex too hard. Any angle is fine. From here, keep the weight forward. Half step from behind. The right arm on the outside comes up. Rotate that left wrist right at the end. White crane spreads its wings. All right, so a little hard to follow in a video, I know, but maybe that give you a little idea of, give you a taste of the simplified form 24. Come to class when we're back at the club, and you'll love everyone who practices. It's so much fun, and you can ask lots of questions and try it in real life. So thank you for joining me. There are 8 lessons. That was just lesson number 1. So stay tuned for lesson number 2, coming soon. Thank you. Have a great day.